So Ken, this week on Winging It, I want to talk about helmets because I have found that choosing the right helmet is so important when you're going on a long ride.
It is, because it's, aside from the safety aspect, it has to be comfortable because you're going to be in it for the long haul.
Right. So we want to make sure, we know all the old tips about helmets. You want to make sure that you get a good one that fits properly, no pressure points. You don't want it loose, you don't want it rocking on your head, but on the other hand, you also don't want to have one of those big red marks every time you take the helmet off. So
I always said to people, like, if you ever did a lane change check and the world went dark, you knew the helmet was too large.
Right. So this one, when we talk about touring, this one is a game changer for me because it also has built-in sunglasses, if you will.
Cool.
And the reason I say that's a game changer, it means that I don't have to pack sunglasses. I don't have to worry about putting them on, taking them off when it gets too sunny. As the weather changes, I can put the sunglasses on or off if that's what I want to do. But it's just one less thing for me to pack and one less thing for me to break or drop.
And it's big. If anybody on the eastern half of the continent has ever done the Blue Ridge Parkway, you know you're in and out of tunnels. You can't get the glasses off and on fast enough.
Right.
Your eyes can't adjust fast enough, even if you did. So this works, and that's where the biggest key comes in, that you can have a change in the elevation to make cloudy and warm and change the sun exposure at the same time.
Right, so no need to stop and pull out the sunglasses or pack them up. I love that, and that's been a game changer for my touring.
Yep.
What about you? You've got the modular helmet.
Yeah, the modular is probably the newest invention of motorcycles apparel in the last few years. And for anybody that doesn't know already, it just allows that what appears to be a full face helmet allows you to take the chin bar right up. And this would allow you for, not necessarily for riding around, but this is when you make that stop and you need to ask directions, or you're at the gas station and you need to have conversation with anybody. You want to slip a quick drink to quench your thirst, or you want to grab a granola bar, you don't have to take the helmet off. All right, so full access there allows for easy identification when you go into the store, but slams back down and gives you almost the same protection as a full helmet.
Now, that may not seem like a big deal to some people at home, but for me, if I'm riding and I'm trying to get somewhere by a certain time, you know, I've got, 5 hours, I want to get somewhere. If I'm just stopping for fuel and I'm going to grab a quick bottle of water, the last thing I want to do is take my helmet off, take my earplugs out, do all of that. So that's what I love about that. It allows me to keep moving.
Yep, it's your own little cocoon. It's become very custom fit to you, and you don't want to upset the apple cart by having to take it off. So yeah, it allows a flexibility that only people with open face helmets would know.
Now you've personalized this with a little strip. What's the deal here?
Eventually you end up riding a little farther than you wanted to during the course of the day, and you don't have sun visors on a car. But this here is a static cling band that's made by some aftermarket company, and you just position it on the inside. If and when it's time to move on to the next helmet, you just peel that off. It's static cling, and you can put it onto the next visor.
Right.
But it's for when that sun is right down there low in the horizon, and other than that, you wouldn't have that. On an open face helmet, you'll see quite often they have a peak, and you'll do the same thing.
Right.
But that's something I just came up with over the years. Before I invented that, I used duct tape.
Some more great tips from the old veteran on Winging It. Good stuff.